Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy early Wednesday morning. Y'all, Umar has been doing the most on the coast. But what I want to say, because DL, he went up a couple of days ago. I did a video on this yesterday. But y'all remember when DL was saying that Umar for this 3 times, he is a beggar. His hands look like they are cups because he's begging so much. But y'all remember when Lord Jamar was trying to help Umar for this 3 times, and he was saying, I believe it was his like father-in-law had a school. He was trying to offer all kind of help, and Umar was like, "No, I need the dollar bills, right?" So I'm like, if somebody were to offer me some type of help, some type of some guidance, even offer me like things like people have been offering him the chairs, desk, trying to come help do this and do that. No, but Umar, he don't want that. Umar wants people's money. Umar, for the next 3 times, wants people's dollar bills. He doesn't want nobody's help. He wants their help when he feels like he wants their help. Like, remember when he went to the school and he was having them people paint in that nasty school? That's when he wants them to like do the physical labor work. But Umar for that 3 times, he wants them dollars. Y'all remember he was talking about giving y'all give the Quaker Oats y'all grits money and all this stuff. I wouldn't stop giving Quaker Oats my grits money because I love me some shrimps and grits. Period and point blank, right? But I'm just saying all this to say Umar finesse 3 times. He has been begging, as we all know. Umar does not want anybody's like really help when he wants their help when he feels like he wants their help, but he wants their dollar bills all the time. Y'all remember there's been numerous people have trying to give him things, trying to help him out, and he's like really he'll block them, he'll ignore them, he'll do all kind of crazy things. But really and truly, all these schemes and scams that Umar's been doing has been only to fund his life. I mean, whoever donated to him, they helped get his Ghanaian citizenship, Ghana citizenship, if I'm saying that right. But Umar, he has been on this like long scheme and scam for years. I mean, for years. And I do believe, like I always been saying, that he said that the feds are, he been turned in by the feds, and I believe right now is the time, especially when his bank account was debanked according to him. I do believe that's when the feds really initially kind of went in and started to like really investigate him, because there's no way that a bank is going to just freeze your funds, do all this. No, that's the feds. That's the feds. The feds have the authorization to go in if they see any kind of fraud, especially if it's being reported. That's a part of their investigation, right? And Umar, he even said, "Oh, when I went to Ghana, I was broke and this, that, and the third," because they see that he's doing probably some type of money laundering. And who's to say he's been doing money laundering like, with Ghana, doing like taking some of the people's money here that have gave, donors, and did something overseas, like bought land, bought some cows, bought whatever the case may be, so he could try to get established over there. Why else would you try to get a Ghana citizenship? You were trying to do stuff over there, and I believe begging, and because he's been begging people all over, right? I mean, Brazil, Switzerland, everywhere he touched down, Umar is begging, right? He got them DL say he got them begging cup hands, with his hands held out, begging, always begging. He don't want money. I'm sorry, he don't want people to physically help him with stuff. Only when he wants to, though. He'll can you come, help do this, because like they said, remember he said that he got the trash out the school. He done swept all the floors. Okay, what about all these years that you've been collecting people's money and the school's not ready? Like people should like really open their eyes and see that this has been nothing but a long time scam. And I believe the scam is up. I believe time is of the essence for Umar. Like I said, this is my own opinion, but the initial the banking situation, y'all know he be, he lying all the time, right? He can't even cover up his lies. He said originally that his friend was asking for money, and then he tried to send him some money, and then he said his bank account was on zero. His bank account was on ice. Then yesterday when they put out that clip, the young gentleman on his platform, Umar, talking about, oh, he tried to send money to his cousin. Now, when have y'all ever heard him talk about a cousin? I mean, at least I haven't. I've still got a long ways to go in this Umar Finesse 3 times video watching. But he said that his cousin, that he was sending his cousin some money. He lies. He can't even keep a lie straight, y'all. I mean, Umar can't even keep a lie straight to save his life. He said his cousin. First, he said it was his friend that he was sending money to. Then he said it was his cousin. I'm like, which is it? Like, you can't even get your lie straight. But, we're going to see what is going to be next for Umar, because Umar Finesse 3 times, I mean, he is with the smoke. He is with the scams. He is with the BS. I mean, for years he's been like that. And this is why it's important for people, like I said, to open their eyes, because Umar Finesse 3 times, he wants only people's dollar bills. Why does he want people's dollar bills? Like DL said, he ain't got no W-2. He calls himself a leader. How are you going to call yourself a leader and you begging people for money? Make that make sense. How do you have 11 degrees and you begging people for money? And then you say, for people, don't be lazy, this and the third. He's the number one laziest person I've ever seen in my life. I mean, a grown man, 51, 52, begging for money? I would never. I would go get 3, 4 jobs before I open my mouth and beg anybody for anything. And I've done it before. I've worked a lot of jobs before. And I will work 4, 5, 6 jobs. And I will be out there hustling and doing what I got to do to make my ends meet. If I had to do that, I would not turn on my Instagram and tell somebody to hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App. No, absolutely not. No. But that's what he's done. But y'all, we don't know what's going to be going on next with Umar Finesse 3 times. But y'all, I'm telling you, I believe that time is like really ticking. Time is of the essence. It's like tickety tock. He can't keep his lies straight. He's sitting here like doing the most. Right now, we haven't really heard anything. And he said that his on his Instagram, like I said in my last video, that the Breakfast Club interview was canceled because of weather. But there's still planes and stuff going out from the last that I heard. Now, I'm not sure if they stopped the planes and canceled flights, but I do know that the Breakfast Club is still running. I believe they've been doing videos every single day. Now, I got to go back and check to make sure and verify, but I believe they've been still business as usual. So I don't know what the scam is even with that, but I believe, this is my belief, that, like I said, Charlamagne the God was like, that school is not finished because you're still begging. Now, when you stop begging and stop asking people to hit the Cash App, and you got decorations that need to be done, you said the school was done, Umar, for that 3 times. You said the school was done, but it's not done because you're still begging for donations for furniture and for decorations and stuff like that. So the school's not done. So maybe Charlamagne is like, maybe we should just go ahead and cancel it and say because of the weather. Because if they are still business as usual, why did they cancel? Makes me wonder, y'all. I don't know. Makes me wonder. But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all. Have a wonderful Wednesday, y'all. Umar Finesse 3 times is doing the most on the coast. The East Coast, that is. But y'all, lead with love, peace, and tranquility, y'all. And we're going to still, survive Umar Finesse 3 times. More, Finesse 3 times chronicles to come, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful start of y'all's Wednesday. Bye-bye.